Hello friends and welcome to episode 2 of Storyteller Plays Lunacid. Episode 1 has not gotten a lot of views yet, but I'm going to continue recording this anyway because I love this game. And also I like doing stupid shit. So in this episode we're going to go after the most powerful weapon currently in the game. It's extremely late game, but I'm only level 10 if you ignore my EXP. Whoops, real quick before I do that, let's go ahead and read some weapon descriptions. Crossbow, a basic ranged weapon. Handy. And then torch. Crude torches like these are common within dark tunnels. It seems as long as recorded history, people have sought to drive away the darkness that surrounds us. The reason I read those is because I'm going to upgrade them. Double crossbow. Torch. Iron torch. Let's look at these descriptions and then I will continue. A double-arched crossbow capable of firing bolts at faster speeds. It's also quite a bit stronger. Iron torch. A simple torch, but upgraded with iron bands that protect the wielder's hands. Cool descriptions. At only level 10, also the crossbow is purchased from Cheryl for 75 silver. At level 10, we're going to go and get the strongest weapon in the game. Let's go. If I do look at this crystal, and I go to level up, I'm technically level 22, but as long as I do not spend any of those EXP points, I'm only level 10. I do, however, need this crossbow if I'm going to survive long enough to get what I'm going after. So you probably remember this from episode 1, the Temple of Silence. The first time you come through here, you're going to need an enchanted key that you can purchase from Cheryl for only a single coin, which is kind of handy. Just follow the river. The river of death. Once you're inside of this temple, things are going to get a tiny bit more complicated. So I'm going to stop skipping ahead, and then I will show you how to get to the next, well, not shortcut necessarily, but the way I know how to do this. There is a better way, that instead of going the direction I am going, you follow this path all of the way down that direction, and then you end up in the fetid mire, I think it's called. Whoops. As you can see, this crossbow does quite a bit more damage than the torch did. In fact, the torch does more damage now that it's an iron torch. But I've got a crossbow. Whoop. So I fight them at close range when I don't have to. I'm probably going to ignore most combat going forward, though, just so that we can get where we're going. I say, and I immediately try to engage in more combat. This path is basically identical to the one that I took at the end of episode 1, except instead of jumping down there like I did, this is now open because I flipped that lever. Lever. Excuse me? Real quick, it's kind of obvious. Would you break? There is a secret wall here. Nothing in here but some healing pots. Might as well take them though. Uh-oh. I done been poisoned. This is why you shouldn't ignore combat. Would you just die? Thank you. I do believe there is a ring that I want in this direction, so I'm going to go ahead and take this detour. Whoops, might as well kill this guy while we're here. I'll cast this so you can see. I'll also probably raise the brightness in editing. There we go. Those mummy knights can actually drop their sword. Is this what I think it is? No. That is actually a better source of light. Let me put that on. Instead of ghost light. Yeah, so this is similar, except it's stationary. It's a much warmer light though, so... Oh. I can get damaged by my own weird thing. Never mind then, that is not a better source of light. Yep, summon a flaming light that stays where it is for 45 seconds. Well, thank you, Witch Ashley, for creating a fire hazard. Let us go ahead and continue. I probably could and should have learned the faster way to get to where I'm trying to go. I just like this area more than the fetid mire. I think this is a spear. Yes, a steel spear. While you would think that a spear would be a good weapon, if you already have the crossbow, don't bother with the spear. Also, I mentioned an eye in episode 1. It's this. Can only see it from up here, though. Or down here, rather, if you ignore my stupidity. Because I've taken a bunch of damage, let me go ahead and come back up to this crystal. Going back down the ladder. We're going to want to come here to one of the prettier locations in this game. This whole game looks good. I love this art style, but the canopy of the Yozai Forest, or however you would pronounce that, is extremely pretty. As soon as I'm done smashing barrels, you will see what I'm talking about. Activate this. Go ahead and save again, just in case. Remember to break everything. Look at this place. Look how pretty it is. We're going to have to kill ourselves some moths. So it's a good thing I got this crossbow. Do have to be careful, though, for reasons that will become obvious if I accidentally do it. Oh, there we go. Like I said, gotta be careful. I broke the bridge. But you can reset that by... Ooh. How did I not notice you drop? Opal. I don't know what that's used for. There's a chance I do know what it's used for, I just can't remember at the moment. Check the time. It's 1:46. Got about an hour. Come on. These moths do have projectile magic, but it's pretty darn easy to dodge. Also, that one didn't seem too interested in using its magic. What am I stuck on? Whatever. Fight it close range, long range. Missed. I think it was charging up to use its magic, it just did not. Oop. Oh nice, 2 cents. I got tuppence. Many souls have tried and failed to climb the branches into the outer world. But what if the answer lay below? It doesn't not. Whoever is leaving these books around. Probably just use a memo pad or something. Never write more than a page or 2. And I will need this ring. Nothing. I got blood drain. And if that sounds cool, it's not as cool as it sounds. Alas, I gave all my blood to the forest, but it wasn't enough. Go ahead and come in here. Blood drain. Put that on. So blood drain is another one of these blood magics that all it does is drain my own health. But that one does not actually hurt the enemy. Not even close range, I don't think. I could be wrong, but the only purpose seems to be to activate blood triggers or whatever. You'll see what I'm talking about very shortly. Just gotta keep walking, as I missed that plant twice. And here we are on the forest floor. So these things are a huge nuisance. You want to kill them from a distance. Although be careful of their projectile magic. Uh-oh, it's coming up here. Uh-oh. Yeah, that hits like a tank. If I had the blood magic that I had on my main character, they are super weak to it. But I do not. Probably should have figured out where to get that before starting this, just so that I can safely take them out. Now then, where on earth am I going? This is how confidently I do tutorials. These rabbits aren't harmless, but I am going to ignore them. So yeah, you can just bleed on these to activate them. That didn't do anything. But one of them, I think this one... Yeah, this one here. Oh, that wasn't enough blood. Well, I'm going to have to sit here and wait for that to regen. The plant life here seems carnivorous. When exposed to fresh blood, the buds bloom. I've found some human remains within them as well as gear left behind. I'm totally literate, I promise. That should be enough. It's going to need to regen one more time. Hopefully this is enough blood. There we go. And now we've got a vine ladder we can climb. And this is going to look familiar. Come on. It's just another shortcut. Whoop. This place should look familiar. Let me re-break these barrels. Here we are, back at the crystal. It is always worth saving. Done. Smash some stuff. And let us continue. When you're climbing up and down a ladder, you're going to want to face the wall and just push upwards. The direction you go will change with where you're looking. Not a lot of these actually worth opening. Do not attack the rabbits. They've got quite a bit less health than the deer, but they've got the same magic spell. Real quick though, if you come over here to these roots, whoop. Let's say you did not get the crossbow up until this point. There's an elfin bow right in there. It's not as good as the double crossbow, but it is better than the crossbow. So if you don't feel like spending 75 silver, then there you go. Come on. It would be nice if I could bait them into using their magic. It's not hard to dodge, but if I don't catch them doing it on camera, everyone's just going to think I'm crazy. I mean, I willingly call myself crazy on Satu, so... The ship has probably sailed. Here we go. I can save you a bunch of time. Over here is another one of those vine ladders. Do not climb it. There's nothing for us up there yet. Okay, let's only kite one of these deers. As I missed completely. There we go. Get out of here, rabbit. This doesn't concern you. Easy to dodge. And it's dead. Gotta get the other one. I can kill them with relative confidence, it just takes a while. Also, crossbows are unlimited ammo. So don't worry about running out. Or at least in this build of the game. On a positive note, even if this is not the best way to get the item we're going after, it does unlock a bunch of areas of the game. I'd imagine the other way is faster if I just knew what it was. Gotta go through the sewers, and I know where the sewers are. They're much closer than where we're going. But I've got a feeling that my stupidity might be genius in disguise. Okay. These enemies are really weak to blood magic if you have it. I don't. Well, they're weak to poison. Ow. Don't bite me. Okay, let's make sure I'm not in any immediate danger, because I'm about to feed this thing some blood. Whoop. And just to be safe, I'm going to heal up. There's a lot of enemies down here. Going forward, that is an awful way to refill your blood, though. It's better to just wait. Doesn't make for good viewing, though, does it? Rest in pieces. Interestingly enough, I got super lost in here the first time I had to come this way. It's pretty easy to get lost. Hell, I could be lost right now, and it just hasn't dawned on me yet. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my enchanted key. I don't have any, but that means I don't accidentally use anything. Oh, I forgot these ones had magic. That did hit pretty hard. Open up. Earth Strike. That is not what I was hoping that was. Also, for safety, I'm going to heal again. I might be a tiny bit lost. No, I totally just have to go this way. Probably. I don't think that one's going to jump out at me unless I step on it. Nope, still on the ground. More enemies. I do wish I had that blood magic. I probably sound like a broken record. But like most games with blood magic be OP. Oh, thank you. Got a nickel. It is definitely worth coming back and exploring these places. I've just got a mission in mind, so I'm gunning for it. This looks like the correct way, but watch it not be. I'm misleading my audience. Haha, I'm aware of your tricks now. Oh, there's another one. Rest in pieces. And we advance. Still no morals for me. I think you need yellow morels to make, is it health potions? It's like yellow morel and an opal. Fire opal. I've not messed with alchemy in a while. Excuse me. Well, this is downwards, which is where we gotta go. Yep, that's exactly where we're headed. Real quick, though. That path I chose not to take up this way. This episode might be longer than episode 1. I plan on speeding up parts and cutting out other parts entirely, but stuff will just end up long regardless. Here's a merchant. Go ahead and talk to her. Yep, I would like to purchase. The only thing worth buying from her is an ocean elixir. I suppose fairy moss. Moonlight vials are useful. Do not buy these health vials, they are poison. And up here to the right, it's going to look a tiny bit familiar as well. And this game is all about opening up shortcuts, so that you don't have to do that nonsense again. If that eyeball looks familiar, just shoot it. And come out here. And to the right. That's what you think it is. This is our vine ladder up to the crystal. I'm going to go save. Here we are, back at the one location. Turn back. Nothing but darkness ahead. Well, darkness is exactly what we're looking for. I think you can survive that fall, but I try to hit the rocks on the way down. I think in real life that would make it more painful, but in the game it just makes the fall damage not proc. And through this door. Why would it switch me out of my torch? I was holding my torch, right? Here's a well, you're going to want to jump down it. And then just smack this cracked wall. And I'm in. Welcome to the graveyards. Or the accursed tomb. Somewhere in here is a wall. I want to try something silly. Let's go ahead and remove Blood Drain 4. Summon Snail. Summon Snail is a spell I brought up in episode 1. You get it from killing the snail enemies, but it's a rare drop. I was screwing around a bit off camera to grind up money. And so of course I got the Summon Snail as well. Where is that hole in the wall? Here it is. Come on, summon the snail. Hello there, Snaily. I know I summoned you, but you're going to have to die. Okay, dead snail. Let's try pushing this shell over here. Come on, into the hole. This would be nice if it would work. I think if I had a tiny bit more dexterity, I could do it. Dexterity increases your jump height. Oh, that's promising. Come on. Worm my way in here, hell yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. We're just going to ignore that painting. Ignore that one too. They're not following me, are they? Nope, good, good. So I engaged in some shenanigans to get up here. Oh, it's Demi. Hi. Oh, hey. Didn't expect to see you down here. Death is drawn to this kind of place, so be careful. Oh yeah, I got this from Death. But they have a new one, and it looks scarier, so I'd just run away from them if I were you. There's a demon around here too, other than me, I mean. Just be careful. What other demon? Are you lightning? Yes. Lightning is easily the most powerful spell in the game. I doubt I have enough mana to use it, at least until I spend my EXP. Okay, skeletons. These guys are going to hit hard, especially if you're still level 10 like I am. Come on. Just perish. Going to have to kite that other one as well. Probably need to go in circles. Also, you can't see, but I will raise the brightness. Okay, how many more are down there? 2? I see 2. Oh, this one's got a club. Most enemies with a weapon have a chance to drop that weapon. Come on, you just hold still while I kill you. I just dropped a health or a mana pot. I don't know if I pointed it out in episode 1. But these health vials, that was an interesting sound, are basically just the, like, almost one for one, the crystal vials from Kingsfield, which is cool. Okay, those are just candles. I'm going to open this because it is a shortcut. That room probably looks very similar, or very similar, very familiar. That is where I jumped through the wall. Activate this crystal for safety because what I'm about to do is pretty darn dangerous. Go ahead and save. I'm still not going to level up. I'm getting the strongest weapon in the game at level 10 if it kills me. Come on. You're going to want to flip that switch. That is 1 of 3. I've already lit the other one, so I guess that's 2 of 3. I didn't read it because I was in a hurry, but there is a little... It's kind of like a grave marker. There's like a little stone tablet that tells you that once you light 3 flames of Prometheus, you will regain vision. Excuse me. That creature is called a mare. They hit really hard. Try not to let them hit you. Let's see here. They don't have too much health, but they do also come immediately back if you kill them. Also, don't question what that is. If you have high enough lunacy, or you've already lit all 3 flames of Prometheus, you can actually see them. I shouldn't have very high lunacy, so I don't know why I can see it so well. Is this the correct way? This is not, and I'm still being pursued by a mare. Oh, I can only hit them with magic, apparently. Let us go ahead and come back down here. So that way it's a dead end. I'm going to want to go up one of those paths with the stairs. I just have to go up the right one. That's one of only a couple incorrect paths. I think down there, ow, is where I'm trying to go. I might as well heal. Either I die and I lose my progress, or I succeed and I get the best weapon in the game. I'm very lost. Hello. I'm being chased by like 40 floating horse heads. Okay, this looks promising. If it's not, I'm going to be cornered. Hell yeah. Thank you. You want the Vampire Hunter sword. Go ahead and light that. Flip the switch. Okay, so now I just need to get back to where I was. That's the wrong way. I'd rather not use all of my health pots, but now that I've got the Vampire Hunter sword, it's very straightforward. Might even be worth just dying to come back and already have the sword. Or know where the sword is. You would lose the sword because of the way this game saves. So yeah, and follow that path that I took, and get lost a couple times, you know how it is. I'm still being chased by those horses. But they can't kill what they can't catch. I just gotta touch this and save. What? Cancel. Overwrite data. Warp. I'm already here, but I'm going to warp here just to get rid of those horses. Weapons, double crossbow. I should still have the Vampire Hunter sword, hell yeah. I'm going to keep the torch out until I need it. Now that you have the Vampire Hunter sword, which is honestly the hardest part of doing this, I do know exactly where to go to get the best weapon in the game. The Vampire Hunter sword is also pretty cool because it does holy damage. Not a lot of weapons do. This might not even be the easiest holy weapon damage to get. It's just the one that's already down here. Excuse me, horse. Rude. On that note, if I die now, I've already got what I'm after. I want to come through here. Hello there, buddy. Those things don't hit very hard. They can only use magic as well. On that note, they're resistant to physical damage. I think this is the way I want to go. No, that is not. Still being chased by those mares as well. So I want to take the second right. There are going to be 2 more mares in here, but they are going to stop following me as soon as I'm through that door. Ow. Hell yeah. I've got no health left. But we're basically just going to want to grab the weapon and go. Let me go ahead and equip my crystal vial, or crystal shard. So not the thing that I said. Apparently, one of the symptoms of ADHD, and there are many, is just saying the wrong thing even though you know the correct thing. Especially when you're being questioned or under a timer like I am. It's over here somewhere. One of these walls on the right. There we go. opens up. And in here, we've got the Twisted Staff, best weapon in the game. I'm just going to warp out of here. Here we are, back at Wing's Rest. Go ahead and equip that. Twisted Staff, 30 damage, a magical staff made from twisted birch that emits white hot fire magic. This is a very powerful weapon. It casts a fast projectile that does huge fire damage, and it costs no mana. On that note, it does for some reason scale with dexterity, so let's go ahead and save, and then level up. Going to bring my intelligence to 30. I'm going to bring my dex also to 30. And I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 in strength, 1, 2, 3 in defense, 1, 2, 3 in speed, 1, 2, 3 in resistance. Might as well put the rest in strength. I'm done. Look how high I can jump now. Yeah, go ahead and save, I don't care. Let's go warp here. What if I can jump high enough to get into the Forbidden Archives? Probably not, but I already saved, so this is just for science. Because that's quite the leap there. Whoop. Just barely not. Anyway, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell.